In this video, I want to talk about crypto in general and also about the CRO coin as well, because I've got that feeling, that gut feeling that something is going to happen, and I'm hoping it's going to be to the upside. I feel this autumn is going to be the time when alts start to fly again, like we did earlier this year, and go beyond that, and alt season properly kick in. I've just got that gut feeling at the moment. But when you look at the monthly charts and look at the monthly crypto bubble, should I say, it's all red, and a lot of coins like WIF is still down 40%. Even Pepe is down 34%. But we can see CRO Coin at the moment is just down 6.8% at the moment. But we've got a lot of coins down so much. Is this a DCA opportunity? I really do think. Nothing I say on here is financial advice, but I really do think it's a DCA opportunity. But we can see on the weekly it's green, daily it's green, and the hourly is a bit of a mixed bag between obviously green and red. But obviously one thing I am watching for is obviously for the presidential elections. I see a lot on X at the moment that a lot of people are saying we hear nothing of Kamala Harris regarding crypto at all. But obviously we've seen a lot of things happen in terms of Donald Trump and his support in crypto. I'm not going to get into any political here, but obviously, for me personally, I'll be voting Trump if I was in America, but I'm not, so I can't vote for him. But we can see on the liquidation maps at the moment, 70,000. Obviously, Bitcoin always follows the liquidity, and at some point, it will take out that 70,456, which will liquidate $2.5 billion. But obviously, that could come at any point in time. I really do think things are starting to change for the Bitcoin. But obviously, we also got to look at, as we're getting also, a lot of retail have been capitulating, selling, going away. And I've said in many videos, the whales are accumulating. Institutions accumulating as well. The billionaires, the millionaires are accumulating. And the people who've done the proper researches, like myself, are accumulating as well. And we can see here on the Glassnode accumulation trend score, and it says here, strong accumulation. And that is why I'm not leaving this market at all. I'm not selling my Bitcoin. I'm not selling any of my cryptos at all, because just as I would sell it and capitulate it, you know what will happen. It'll end up going up. What am I going to be more sick about? That going down or missing the all-time high pumps? Like for CRO, for an example, going back to all-time high, I would feel absolutely gut sick. I'm not that. I'm holding on. And that's why I said in the previous video, I was away for quite a while because I wanted to accumulate more money. I don't make much money at all off YouTube. I had to go to my businesses and start earning more money that way. And that's what I did. And I've been able to accumulate more coins, more of my favorite coins as well. But I'm doing what the bears are doing. And we can see here at the moment, the fear and greed is now at 30. We were yesterday at 28. Greed last month was 74, but we're now at 30. It's still at the lows. People are still fearful. And the market, they are. And that's, for me, that's a complete and utter buying opportunity. And the rainbow chart, that is still showing a fire sale. For this is, for me, is the accumulation area. I have accumulated all through the bear market and any of these big dips that we have in. I don't DCA on small dip. If we get like a big correction, like say for CRO, we drop down 10, 15% or something like that, then I'll start to DCA in a little bit more. And that's what I've been doing. And hopefully at some point, it's all going to pay off. But also looking at Bitcoin monthly returns. So August is never, ever really been a great time for Bitcoin. And it seems there's more reds than obviously there is greens. But we did have one there in 2007 where we had a big 65% pump. And early in 2030, 30%. But we're coming into September. And obviously September, again, just like August, has never really been a great month for Bitcoin monthly returns. But obviously, that can change. Who knows? We may well get a good September pump. But obviously, the favor is more down to the downside than it is to the upside. But like I said, we've got to look back in August. What happened there? We did it in 2017, get that 65 and 30% pump, and some smaller pumps at 2021 at 30%. So it's not always going to necessarily mean it's going to be red. obviously it shows that it's more likelihood to be that. But obviously time will tell, and we'll see what happens. And obviously if Bitcoin does drop down further, altcoins are going to drop down a lot harder. But obviously, I'm DCAing is normal. That's what I've done. But then we've got the October, and this is what I said when we come into that autumn time, the October, November, bit of a mixed match for December, and then January again. But February has always been great on the return. So obviously, come October, November, that's what I'm waiting for. And don't forget, building up to that election, what I mentioned before about presidential, that's in November. So is that going to bring us like some good returns just before the election? And obviously, if Donald Trump gets in, I do think that could well rally on the crypto market as well, because he's obviously with President Trump. Years ago, he wasn't too much for crypto or Bitcoin, but now obviously he's done his research. He's an intelligent guy. He's done his research, and his attitude's changed, just like the Larry Fink's. Larry Fink's attitude has changed for BlackRock, and that is why he's buying Bitcoin and potentially other cryptos as well. But obviously the returns. So obviously I'm just holding on to September, see what happens, because don't forget, coming into September, we've also potentially got the rate cut as well. I don't think it's going to be that 50 basis points. I think it's going to be more towards the 25 basis points. I don't want it to be 50 basis points, because then that might put a bit more fear in the market in terms of potential recession. So I'm looking at a 25 basis points. That's going to be a good indicator to me. And obviously that could start to rally on markets and get that money printer going as well. And on about money printers, we can see again, on Whale Alert, that we've got USDT is printing more Tether. So that's always a good sign for the crypto market. More we see that, then obviously the potential more we could well be going up, because that's obviously people wanting USDT to make some big buys. And the more printers we see, the better it is. And we're looking for that risk off attitude from the markets in general, not just crypto, but in the stock markets. And hopefully we're going to get some big moves. I'm just waiting for that alt season, and I'm pretty sure it will come. But looking at Bitcoin on the charts at the moment, this is on the 4-hourly. We sort of, as you know, we've sort of broke down that area of support here. We broke down, we wicked down, and then we've pushed up, gone sideways, we came back down, and now we're starting to reclaim that area what was previous resistance, now again turning into support. And when we're also looking at the 4-hourly chart as well, we can see, as I've discussed previously in other videos, that we are starting to create a breakout now. So we had that triangle there, and we just basically just went sideways, chopping sideways, hitting areas of resistance here, and now we've broken out to the upside. And obviously, as we're starting to get, like I said before, as we're starting to get into that autumn, we're starting to get more bullish. September's that iffy kind of area, as I said on monthly returns, but we are breaking out, which is a good sign. And we're now capturing that area of resistance, is now creating it as support. So really, really bullish at the moment too. But also looking at the moon phases as well, we've just been sort of in this area of consolidation, chopping around. We lost that area of support. Now we're breaking back up, as I mentioned just before. But also moon phases, we've just triggered a bullish moon phase as well. And basically, we can see what happened previously in histories where we had these moon phases, pumped to the upside. Again, we got a nice bullish moon there, pumped to the upside, bullish again, pumped to the upside. And then we've also done it here again. So obviously, this is really, really bullish getting this as well. And like I said, it's also, everything seems to be falling into place. It is frustrating because we see the stock markets, the NASDAQ going up to all-time highs. We see gold hitting all-time high, and crypto is just lagging at the moment. But I really do feel that Bitcoin at some point is going to make that big push up to the upside. And obviously, if Bitcoin does that, then obviously the altcoins are going to make some big moves as well. And looking at Bitcoin dominance as well, obviously we've got that rising wedge, which is pretty much bearish at the moment. But obviously we're getting closer to that point now where we're starting to look like we're getting gradually topping out on Bitcoin dominance. Now, obviously, if we break down to the downside, that's going to be really good for the altcoins, because that liquidity should start to move into the alts as well. And that's when we'll start to get that move to the upside with altcoins. And that's what we're all waiting for. Now, obviously, we could still get up to that 60%. Obviously, 60% dominance. Obviously, if Bitcoin goes up, dominance goes up. Obviously, we'll still drag up the altcoins. But obviously, I'm looking for that breakdown to the downside, and we can get that alt season starting to move. But I'm waiting to see what happens in the next. It could happen at any time. It could happen today. It could happen a week or a month's time or so. But obviously, I'm waiting for that breakdown. But it's getting closer and closer and closer for the Bitcoin dominance to break down. And I'm expecting, could it happen around about September time, October time? Well, obviously, we'll wait and see on that one. But that's what I'm expecting, September to October, that this could well happen. But nothing's 100% sure on that. So let's have a check, see what's happening with CRO Coin. Look at the CRO token at the moment, and what we can see here, this is on the daily. As I mentioned in previous videos, we've just been on that falling trend on USD pairs, just basically just falling down. Just that's our trajectory. But that's like with all the altcoins as well. We've just been falling down to the downside. Now, we did get that pump to the upside, which we hit around about 11 pence, and we come back down. And now we've created this area of support here, which was previous resistance because we hit this quite a few times as we're coming down. Now we've broken out to the upside on this. So obviously we're waiting for more what's going to happen with the altcoins, Bitcoin dominance. Like I said, Bitcoin dominance comes down, this will fall into the halt, and hopefully start to bring coins like CRO back to the upside. But we can have a look at this also on the moon phases as well. We've got like a bullish moon as well, which has been formed on the daily for CRO Coin. So obviously, could this bring a trajectory more to the upside? Because like I said, when you look at the fundamentals of Crypto.com and also the Kronos ecosystem, there is a lot going on. And obviously Crypto.com, with its doing its marketing, with the football, the Champions League, it's got 3 billion. I'm not going to say it's going to bring in 3 billion into Crypto.com, but it will bring a percentage in, obviously, to the Crypto.com ecosystem, and may well bring in people to buy CRO. Not 100% sure on that one, but obviously there's a lot of things going on in the crypto space as well in general. But obviously at the moment we have got that bullish indicator, which is pushing us hopefully to the upside. But overall, what I want to see is I want CRO to get back into this range around about here, which takes us above 11 pence and take us back over to that 17 pence mark. That's what I'm waiting for at the moment, because my prediction at the moment, if alt season does happen and we do go parabolic, and so I'm looking at $1 for CRO Coin, and I really do think we're going to go beyond that. If Bitcoin goes to like 80,000 to 100,000, I really can see that CRO Coin will get beyond that $1 to $1.50 to $2. And for me personally, once we get close to that $1, or we get down, I will take some profit from that. And as we're going up, I will start to take profit from my CRO holdings, because I've been holding it for such a long time. And then when we get to that stage, when you start making bigger gains, big gains, I always say to people, nothing's financial advice. What I do is I'll start to nibble at my profits, like maybe take out the initial and nibble at it as we're going up, because nobody ever knows where the top, or in the bear market, nobody knows where the bottom is. But at the moment, I am really bullish on CRO. I know we get a lot of naysayers out there who are not so bullish, but I am bullish on it because I see everything that they do. And also, Crypto.com always likes to come out of now and again a nice little surprise. Are we going to get another mega burn at some point? Have you got some new bigger partnerships coming in? I don't know if you could get any bigger than obviously the FIFA, the football Champions League. I was going to say FIFA, it's not FIFA, but Champions League. They're always doing something. So, but obviously we're waiting for the retail to come in as well, which will help to increase the price too. But overall, CRO, I'm looking really bullish, feeling really bullish, and I'm really bullish on the crypto space at the moment. I know a lot of people are not. They're leaving. They think we're in a bear market, but you're just going to hold tight. That's all I say. And sit back and enjoy your summer and that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give us a thumbs up and give us a like and give us a subscribe. It's always much appreciated, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.